So, another game, another one of the premier players that is a building block of this league gets knocked out with a concussion. Violent hit on Herbert. He's 99% done for the game. Andy, what do you make Chase Daniels the second half? Should he even be sniffing points that they're giving us with the relatively decent limit? I mean, we should just bet San Francisco, max, plug, fire. This is a stupid line, right?
I was already leaning there just based on the last couple drives. And this number's a little bigger than what I'd hoped for, but
fuck.
I mean,
I missed the best of it.
Yeah,
I can't get anything right this week. God damn it.
It
spun and spun and spun and it dumped me.
You're about to go on a World Cup run like many dream of. Just stick with me, kid. We're gonna tear this the most liquid market. If you can't beat the most liquid market in the world at close for content on a daily show, then I don't know why are you even in the game. So I'm excited to bet soccer, but there's a 7 minus 120 at Chris. It is now flipped to 7.5. So yep, the Niners are taking money. Should just say the hell with it. And for the most part, the Chargers offense hasn't looked all that great. I know they lead 16-10, but they haven't been able to do anything. They're 0 for 1 in the red zone. They're mostly settling for field goals. 5 for 11 on third down, only 186 yards, despite being the better team right now. But like I said, that last drive, in fact, even I know that the drive before that was a punt, so it was punt. Maybe it's just one drive I'm excited about. The 9-play 75-yarder from the Niners had me a little excited for what this offense should be able to do against. I mean, what happened? This is a horrible defense, right? This is a horrible run defense. You should be able to just, hey, here's two guys that they might not even be really running backs, but like they're still better running backs than what you got. Like Debo and McCaffrey should have 10 carries each in the second half. Just make them look silly. Let Debo dance on them and fucking win by 15. I don't know. If they're going to start to get the pressure they've been getting in the second half of the first half.
Yeah, right.
They call that the second quarter against a Chase Daniel-led offense. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. And the fact that the ref, they tried to play him, and the ref just, no, you go over there. They stopped him. Said, you go.
I think that they decided we're going to give you a more full evaluation in the locker room. I think that's ultimately what happened. I don't think we can really expect one way or the other that we know whether he's going to come out. But I think given the sensitivity around head injuries in game this season, expecting him to come out of the tunnel and being playing is that would be the outsider shot.
Ejected. Herbert is he's being evaluated. It's hard to make a play then.
They gave him a quick look in the tent and they said, you're not going back in now. We'll give you a more complete look at the half.
Yeah, there wasn't much time. And by the time he was out of that, tent, it was third down already. They'd called that play. Yeah, who knows? It's tough. Full evaluation. I have no idea what to make of him. I'm just going to small bet on the Niners anyway, unless somebody can talk me into something better.
The fact that I wanted the Niners so bad should give everyone watching confidence to bet the Chargers, I guess.
This one.
Nothing has gone well for me today at all.
This one and tomorrow's game, I really had a hard time reckoning with these prices. But man, doesn't it just feel like the game plan is pretty simple for the 49ers against this defense that has gotten just, like what's the thing that Darth Vader force choked? They've got force choked against the run.
Should we go Niners team total over? That isolates us. Because like Niners come back and win, they go over their team total.
14.5.
If the Chargers put up a fight here, It goes over.
This total got bet up just a titch. It's up to 24 now. What's the case? What's the case for the money coming in on the over?
People believing Herbert comes back.
Yeah, because what do you think? Let's say if we if we were able to announce right now, Justin Herbert is done. He's not playing. What should the second half total be?
21.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's high in that case. I hate playing an under on a team total that's like 7.5, but Christ. Charge San Francisco wins by 1, kills the teasers. That seems like a likely outcome right now. Yes, they're down by 6. Toughy, guys. I'm not sure what to do with this one. I'm just gonna.
Niners, I think, is the side.
Can you tease the second half? Niners do get the ball.
I'm just pissed because I'm so fast and they didn't fucking process my bet. And it's like, for Christ's sakes, guys, I'm getting beat. I'm getting beat this week, you motherfuckers. Process my bet first, please. They did not.
Yeah, the ejection seemed a little hasty, too. Look at what Wilkman says. He says, "We love you, Drew."
Thank you, Wilkman.
Take that and smile a little.
Cheers, like Wilkman. It's been a rough Sunday. Oh my god. It's been a rough week, man. Things are going poorly right now. Like shit is going fucking sideways in a lot of ways.
I've had this. It happens. It makes you feel really dumb. I'm trying, I've had some stretches in college basketball where I've lost so many in a row. It's like, man, am I any good at this? Am I just bad at this now? You just don't even want to handicap the next day. But
hey,
yeah,
guys,
back in the saddle.
1 week of losing in the NFL, even if especially bad week, not a big deal. This week being that week on the heels of crypto, what has happened is just like do not appreciate. Is going to be that much more challenging to deal with accounts on Monday and Tuesday, and
I'd say the most annoying thing I'm gonna have to deal with tomorrow is, you remember the BlockFi thing?
Yes.
BlockFi, it wasn't that good of a deal, but I told you this. I said I basically switched all my bills to use the BlockFi credit card because they were giving you free crypto.
Of
and
course.
then you just pay the card off every month because you're paying those bills anyway.
Of course.
It was a great deal. I accrued a fair amount of free crypto over the past couple of years.
Like too good to be true kind of thing.
Yeah, but no, they've gone the way of, hey, you get a bunch of texts and emails from them like, hey, guess what? If you have a credit card with us, you still have to pay it back. I'm like, oh, this is a good sign.
Oh, they're blasting hard on that.
Well, and no withdrawals. No withdrawals. All the crypto there is dead.
That's gone.
The most annoying part of all this is I said, I just changed all my bills, all of them, to this credit card. And they said, all right, you can't use this credit card anymore. Like, we're shutting that down. So instantly, within
just
hours,
a headache right away.
Well, just it could have waited like a day or two, but just the way that the cycle went, within hours, I get it like, hey, here, it's us at Hulu. We can't process your credit card. Like, man, I have like 30 of these things to go change.
Fuck,
God damn it. So, which is maybe it's a good thing, because maybe I cancel a few of these streaming services. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So thank you.
It's a hard reset.
I don't know. And
so you're saying that there's going to be a contagion into the streaming service space.
Yeah, maybe this is bad for Netflix. So short Netflix. This is not financial advice, guys. Yeah, the Herbert thing, I don't know. He looked okay, but the fact that they took him in there and they put him in protocol is bad news for him playing. Like, they just take this stuff so seriously, and the mess they had down in Miami, I worry that even if he looked fine, all it takes is one independent neurologist to have like one of the things on the list of things they're looking for, and they can say, you're done. You're not playing the rest of the game. Like they have to take it seriously. So it's he popped up. He looked just fine. I think he should, like again, I shouldn't give an opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not there. I didn't talk to him, but I think he'll play probably. But there's still a decent chance just because this protocol is weird. Like the thing with Teddy was never concussed. They've come out and said that, but he met some of the symptoms, and then they had to keep him out of that game. Like it's a thing. Yeah, I don't know what the deal will be here.
I don't think it's a guarantee he's coming back.
No, I don't think it is either. Just because the protocol is like offensive pass interference. Like nobody knows what's going on back there.
He got popped right on the freaking the reading the severity of the shot as I watched it.
It was
outside of like
nasty ankle. The way he fell, it sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. We are not neurologists.
No. I think it's a lopsided distribution, though, because if it's Chase Daniel time, then the Chargers aren't covering 7.5 in the second half. I don't know what to tell you.
What do you think about the ejection?
Greenlaw matters a little.
No, I mean, but do you think he should be ejected for that? It didn't seem that. He was just like when someone's falling as you're coming in for the tackle, it just changes the angle of where heads hits. Like sometimes these aren't malicious hits half the time. Daniel Popper says he's back on the field warming up. I don't know. The things too, like we saw this with, I believe it was Geno. Like Geno slid and somebody hit him in the head while he was sliding, and they get 15 for a pretty chintzy call. Like some of these calls on these head hits or stuff. Herbert is in. Okay.
He's in. Popper would be the guy to go to for this.
Yeah, if Popper says he's practicing. So I don't know. I guess we're in trouble. Let's see. What's the market doing now? And the thing is, the market at Chris is still at 7.5. There was a no call on Geno as well.
So Herbert is apparently deciding for himself when he's good to go. We know this from the Jaguars game.
I don't know that the neurologist thing is kind of different though. They report to the NFL. Like they don't report to the team. Like they can just make a call to the league and say this kid isn't playing. So and this is true. This is a thing where he could go into the protocol on Monday or Tuesday if symptoms start to appear after playing the second half. Like it's very gray area with the gray matter.
NFL this week, man. Holy shit. My look on the Bulls is not coming through. They are stinking. They are stinking.
They're trying their hardest is what they're doing. And we are kicking off here soon.
The Nuggets just determined to win this game. Warriors are the next one that I got to think hard about. Oh my God. What a forgettable day of betting. Jesus Christ.
So I didn't, and I've been sick over the weekend too. That's why I didn't get up and bet any college basketball. I said to hell with it. Tunnel vision, World Cup right now. I don't know what the Senegalese national team is.
The Lions.
Is it the Lions?
The 3 Lions.
No, that's England, buddy. England.
The one lion.
The Lions of Taranga. The Lions of Taranga.
I know, I know that because I bet them in 2016 or whatever the last one was.
3 Lions is different. There was another
2018
during Women's World Cup. There was definitely another African team that had a cool nickname that I bet on against South Korea for sure. All right. We'll see how it goes. Niners start with the ball. We need them to score, obviously.
God, the Bulls are really man. Rains the pours, man.
They say it never rains in Southern California.
Oh, we've gotten a lot of rain so far in the month of November, if you hadn't known. November rain has been real here. I think we asked for it.
I don't know, you guys are pissing and moaning. Oh, it's so dry. Oh, our aquifers are drying up, and now you get rain, and it's a good thing, Drew. Oh, look at that, Jimmy G to CMC Music Factory. Here we go. Seriously though, like, did your aquifers fill back up?
No,
I thought you got rain.
Yeah, this was like dying of dehydration in the desert, and you get a little bit of a dab on the tongue from a moist sponge.
You should go do some dabs right now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's kind of a good idea. Oh, there we go. I like CMC. I think that's a good fit for basically every team in the league. So good for them for getting them.
I think the Niners are going to score 400 points in the South. That's just my personal opinion.
We're going to need it. I think we're going to need it. Herbert's cleared.
Wow. What the fuck, man?
What's that?
How?
I don't know. He didn't look concussed, though. I just, whenever they pull him, once he got hit, I said, he's fine. He looks fine. But once they pull you aside and make you go get checked out, at that point, I just like, it's 50-50 in my mind. Always. Doesn't matter how he looks. All he has to do is just meet one fucking checkbox on a goddamn clipboard, and a doctor can say you're not playing the rest of the game, even if he's fine. It was a good enough hit that it took his helmet halfway off, but he looked okay. It was just when a ref actually says somebody up there says you're coming out to get looked at, it's always 50-50 in my head. And I mean, there's been plenty of these where it's like, that guy could play, which I don't know. But I do like my gladiators need to be tough, so good for him. And I love my Shanny going forward on fourth here.
Get it. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, you're behind. Like you got
your cat. You got it.
All right. I'm going to go home. It's a big week. It's a busy week for me this week, Drew.
What do you got going on?
All kinds
of stuff. You feel like telling the people? You keep it a secret. You just a lot of Thanksgiving prep. Did you know Thanksgiving is like a week away?
They fucked up my floor. They did the wrong color.
What?
Yeah, like
they sent the wrong color boards, or they stained it the wrong color.
Stained concrete.
Oh, so fuck!
They're gonna redo it for free, 100% free. This is a free fixing, but we got to.
How do you screw up that color?
I don't because there's too many chains in that, too many people in that chain. So by Wednesday, I got to have everything out of the ground floor, like the living. So that's the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, one bedroom, and a utility room. Everything's got to be out. So we started on that. It's going to be a goddamn process. It's going to be like going and staying in a hotel for a couple days, putting that on someone else's tab. But it's going to be something. Just because the kids have so much shit. They have so many things. All we did was clean out one of their closets today. I'm like, how did this happen? So
how did this happen?
How did it happen to you? All right, I was going to go, but I'm going to stick around and see how they fuck up this goal to go series. The offense is humming right now. I tell you what.
Eli Mitchell just no good.
Yeah, let's. I know it's a bad run defense.
Cat says hi to the guys.
We joke about, hey, you could hand it off to anybody when you're playing the Chargers and the Browns and some of these teams with bad run defenses, but you don't have to when you have Debo and Christian.
You don't. It's true.
You can just hand it to those guys. How are the awards markets opening up tomorrow?
Mahomes minus
Mahomes
120 MVP. You know,
plus
they're not going
plus
to open the
150.
MVP market because they're going to wait for the result on the Hertz game.
Yeah, I think it'll be open at some places, but it'll be Mahomes, Hurts, and then Josh Allen with Tua in fourth place still. Offensive player of the year will be interesting with JJ having a week. See how that shapes up.
How did Tyreek Hill's statistical profile look in an absolute ass kicking?
Honestly, I feel like it was good, but I just every time I saw a big play, it was a running play in that game. Let's take a peek.
5 for 44 and a touchdown.
He finally
That's
got a
not that
touchdown. That
impressive.
helps.
God damn it.
Yeah, DPOI, no change.
Did not love that third down play.
You know, if they can march down there at will, I'm not worried. Give me 10 field goals, guys. 30-0 second half. All right. Judon. I didn't take any Judon. That was a good look, though. This guy might legitimately just lead the league in sacks. He might end up with 20 sacks and be there. Tariq Woolen, I did grab some of him in the DROI race at a bigger number. It's hard. It's going to be hard to overtake Sauce because Sauce has built his name in the media somehow already. That's a thing. He plays for a New York team rather than an afterthought in the Pacific Northwest. That's just life. Go ask Dame how many MVP votes he gets. I'm trying to think other markets. It's still, defensive player of the year is still just, it's just Micah for now. Coach of the year, the Giants won. The Eagles presumably will win. And the Vikings won. So probably just static, although the Vikings win would probably be classified as the most impressive by far. So maybe a little bump for KOC in the market. I definitely have him ahead of Dable.
You know who you got to actually start including in DPOI potentially? Okay, so again, this is just like full on dark day mentality here.
Are you gonna bet money on like a comet hits the Earth?
No, but like shit's bad right now. Like things are very transitory. There is no consolidation at all in terms of how this goes between now and the end of the year. Judon with 11.5 sacks absolutely is worth consideration. But if the Baltimore Ravens get the 1 seed, could they give Justin Houston DPOY? He's probably 1,000,000 to 1 right now.
That's like a lifetime achievement award because he's 1,000,000 years old as well.
Yeah.
He's had some games and he's like top 3 in the league in sacks right now.
And if Baltimore gets the 1 seed in the AFC and it's all because of their defense and he's becomes the guy that gets the reward for that, like he could steal this from Parsons. Sure.
Did I tell you I bet a prop in this one? I just had to check this. I forgot all about this. Did you see what Mr. Kieran posted in the chat after we found out Trey Pipkins was out?
No, what was it?
It was Nick Bosa to get a sack.
Has he already got one?
Yeah, I think so. I'm checking right now. Fucking right. Look at that. I hit a prop. Wow. Yeah. Life's not all that bad. You can't bet very much on a guy to get a sack, but I won. I winner. So I'm feeling good. And I think we're getting this Niners second half as well. And yeah, you do need hype. Like this is the point Femi's making. Chandler Joe had some crazy sack seasons as well. You need the hype to go along with it. I don't know if
Houston's
Baltimore,
starting to get it a little though.
If Baltimore becomes this like Lamar plus defense,
it would be Houston.
Yeah, there's a decent case for him, but yeah, he'd have to be a pretty big number for me to put money on him. We'll see what when all these markets pop back up. Like I don't have much up. There's gonna be some MVP markets up right now. That's about it. So, all right, I'm gonna go check on the wife and kids, see what they're doing. Maybe get some sleep. Come back, try to do this all next week again. Light Sunday for betting into next week. I have some looks. It looks like a very tight week though. Gonna get some injury news. Maybe some Kirk Cousins MVP. All right. On that note, John, you're nuts. Well, yeah, we'll check you guys tomorrow.